Captain America Brave New World has dropped in theaters, so let's talk about it.
You asked for me. Here I am.
This is the fourth movie in the Captain America franchise. It's starring Harrison Ford as Thaddeus Ross and Anthony Mackie as Captain America. So, is Captain America Brave New World as bad and flawed as people say? Or is it a good installment to the Captain America franchise? Let's find out and get to the review. Let's go. Please let me know, did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was okay? Did you love it? Please let me know what you thought of Captain America Brave New World. Also, all the reviews I do are spoilers, so if you're not okay with spoilers, go watch the movie, then come back and watch this video. Also, I have a lot of content on my channel. Check those out once this video is done. We're kicking off things with the positives. First positive I have for this film is the action sequences. The action sequences are great in this film. There's one that really stood out to me where Captain America and Joaquin, they go in the air and they're stopping fighter jets. That was awesome. I really enjoyed that scene. That was a lot of fun. There's also one near the start of the film that really stood out to me where Sam Wilson is just driving his truck and then Sidewinder comes in, starts shooting him. That was really fun as well. I really like that action scene. There's one at the start where he's saving a bunch of hostages, and he's fighting a bunch of guys. It was basic, but I still liked it. And there's a lot more. We're not going to talk about every single action scene in this movie, but there's a lot, and I really enjoyed pretty much all of them. So that's my first positive, the action sequences. My next one is I really liked how it's trying to be like Captain America the Winter Soldier. Now, I think Captain America the Winter Soldier is a great, awesome film. In Brave New World, it's nowhere near as good as the Winter Soldier, but I like how Brave New World's trying to be like the Winter Soldier. It's trying to get that thrill in, that mystery, all that stuff, so it's trying to be like the Winter Soldier, and it does a good job at it. Nowhere near as good as the Winter Soldier, like I said before, but it's still trying to be like the Winter Soldier, so I do like that. So that's my other positive. It's kind of a weird positive, but I still like how it's trying to do that, and it does get that mystery in, even though a lot of people do know who the villain is. I personally didn't know, but a lot of people didn't, so it's going to be more of a mystery. If you don't know who the villain is, I still got that mystery because I did kind of forget who the villain was. But then, when you first saw the shadow of him, he would be in the shadow, and you wouldn't see his full face or whatever. He would just be talking on the phone. Then I was like, oh yeah, it's him. And we'll talk about the villain a little bit later. So action sequences. I like how the thrill, mystery vibe. Okay, so the next one, actually, we might just go ahead and, actually no, I like the bromance between, at the start of the film, where Sam Wilson, Joaquin, and Isaiah, three friends, are in the limo, and they're just chilling, going to the White House, and just hanging out. I really, really liked that scene. And before, when Sam Wilson is just punching through these punching bags, really like that scene as well. But I just really like the chill vibes, all that with the three friends. So I really like that. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the villain. The villain, he is, I forget his name, honestly, but he's this serpent leader. His brain, he's green, and his brain's kind of like sticking out almost. You can kind of see it on his head. I really did like his motive. A lot of people didn't. I personally did like it because what Thaddeus Ross did to him, where they like experimented on him in something and they ruined his life. So he's just looking for revenge. And he's like controlling people by like their phones. It shows something and it plays some music, it plays a bunch of music for anyone who he wants to control. Then they just follow his commands. So I actually did like that. And he did it to Isaiah, and then Isaiah goes into jail, and he was like really sad, like he can't go back. So he is pulling on some hard strings, if you know what I mean. That kind of sounded wrong, but whatever. Yeah, and he's trying to kill Thaddeus Ross, and then he gave him the wrong pills, turns into Red Hulk near the end. We'll talk about that after. But yeah, I just really like how he's controlling people with that music. Kind of odd music. I mean, not odd music, but like, it's not creepy music. I like the music. It's the right type of music to get that thrill vibe to control people. So I really liked his motive and his arc through the entire film. So I did like the villain. And I would like to see him again. Actually, there is a post-credit scene. Talk about that later with him. But yeah, so I like the villain. Good villain. Now let's just go ahead and talk about Red Hulk. Now, I like how the trailers, again, were not showing the villain of the movie. They were just not going ahead and teasing the villain. Like I said before, he's not in the posters, not in the trailers, in nothing. It's showing Red Hulk. So we're thinking Red Hulk is the main villain. He's not. He didn't even show up for over half the film. Then literally like the almost ending sequence. Yeah, I would say the ending sequence, the final battle, is between Sam Wilson and Red Hulk. So I did like that because, as I said before, the villain is giving these wrong pills to help Thaddeus Ross' heart, and it's turning him into Red Hulk. So I really, really like that final battle between Sam Wilson and Red Hulk. That was a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed that. It was awesome. So I really like that. And then after Thaddeus Ross turns back into himself, obviously. And I really liked how he's doing all this stuff just for his daughter, Betty. He wants to see her again, who actually was Bruce Banner's old ex-girlfriend, who we saw in The Incredible Hulk. Also, this film feels like a sequel to The Incredible Hulk. A lot of references, all that stuff. So I did like it. We actually get to see Betty in the movie a couple times. The end where she comes to visit her dad because he's in the prison that everyone was in Captain America Civil War. Like Hawkeye and everyone were in there. So I really liked that. It was a kind of a heartfelt moment. There's a lot of stuff that I did like about this movie. Yeah, doing that much. I don't think I covered everything. As I said before, I really like the thrill, mystery vibe of who the villain is. I've already said that probably 100 times, but I really like that. It was one of the best parts of the film. Yeah, so that's basically it. Let's get to the negatives. Now, I don't have like a bunch of negatives for this film, but I do have a couple that I need to talk about. First one is the shots of this movie. There is some that were like really bad shots where you can just see the green screen there. So I really didn't like the shots in this, like some of them. Some were like amazing, but others you could just easily see the green screen, so I did not like that at all. And some of the scenes were kind of ridiculous and stupid. Like Red Hulk, how he can basically fly, and when he like claps, a bunch of stuff breaks and goes flying. That was stupid. And like after when Sam Wilson is flying away, leading Red Hulk to a bunch of like this garden with trees, stuff where Thaddeus Ross and his daughter Betty used to go to. What? He can basically fly. Red Hulk jumps so far. Like, he can basically fly. That was a little ridiculous and stupid. But as I said before, I really liked that scene, the battle between Sam Wilson and Red Hulk. That was awesome scene, one of the best scenes of the movie. But yeah, it was a little ridiculous with Red Hulk, how he can fly and stuff. So I didn't like that. So shots, Red Hulk flying. Sorry, I know this is kind of weird. I'm just trying to remember because there is a lot of positives I had and negatives. I actually think that might be it for the negatives. Yeah, alright. Let's get to the rating. Alright, so I'm going to give Captain America Brave New World a 7 out of 10. To be exact, 7.5 out of 10. This is a little bit weird, but out of all 6 films I have seen this year in 2025, Captain America Brave New World is my favorite. There's been really no competition other than one movie that I'll talk about in another video. But yeah, like, there's been no competition. Every film I've seen is either good or below. There's no great films I've seen this year, nothing like that. But I'm safe to say that Captain America Brave New World is an enjoyable, good movie. It does have flaws, but I still enjoyed a lot of this film, and it is a good film. So yes, Captain America Brave New World, I'm giving it a 7 or 7.5 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.